You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, my goodness gracious. Look, when you have the NFL commissioner and you have the Kansas City Chiefs owner having to talk about conspiracy theories regarding the perception of the league that it's either scripted, rigged, nudged by the officials, the league itself, all to benefit a certain team. Look, they can act like and laugh and hoo-hoo and ha-ha and call things ridiculous all they want. But when they start acknowledging that and having to talk about it behind the scenes, there's no chance this isn't a problem for the NFL, and they are aware of it. Now, yesterday I talked about the fact that perception is a thing. All right? For a lot of people, perception is reality. The Chiefs sure benefited from a lot of calls. Now, have great teams gotten calls before? Sure, the Patriots got a lot of them over the years. But the fact is, I don't know that I ever remember the Patriots getting calls at very crucial times that would have ended drives, all right? Times that would have given first downs, but didn't, like this, the Bills last week. And this has been going on for a while, that people have been suspecting something's going on. It goes back 4 years. But this year, well, hell, it seemed like every damn Chiefs game there was a crucial moment where the Zebras influenced the game. Now, look, in a perfect world, you don't notice the referees. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it should be. All right? They're not there to determine outcomes of games. The problem is that's exactly what's happening. All right? So, and let's not get confused. The league can see. I see a lot of people talk about, well, if it was rigged, wouldn't they put the Cowboys in? Well, the fact is the Chiefs are getting ratings up there around the Cowboys level right now and have been for a couple of years. All right? So there's big money in making sure the Chiefs get to the point of, say, getting to the Super Bowl. Now, the difference now is people are actually tuning out of the playoffs. We've seen the numbers. They're going down. They've started going down this playoff. All right? Now, it may be Chiefs fatigue. That's fine. But it's also suspicion. And now we got the Chiefs owner. And look, I don't expect him to go on NFL Network and acknowledge, oh, yeah, we're getting the calls. Oh, yeah, he's not going to drop dime on himself like that. He's not going to do it. But the fact that it's being talked about, all right, yesterday, John did this video on Black and White Sports. Quote, it's a ridiculous theory for anyone who might take it seriously. That was Roger Goodell talking about the league rigging Chiefs games. You're having to bring it up. You're having to talk about it. This is... Look, behind the scenes, this is an issue for the league. There's no way around it. It has to be. Clark Hunt gets asked about it by Tom Pelissero, NFL insider. They work for the league. Him and Rappaport work for the league. NFL media. Here you go.
The playoffs, and he's definitely done that recently. Hopefully that'll continue through this weekend.
That's also the most logical explanation for how you guys win all these one-score games. The illogical explanation is it's a grand conspiracy involving Roger Goodell, the league office, officials, and a variety of other stakeholders in this thing. When you see that, you hear it, people say those things to you, what's your reaction?
Well, you almost have to laugh at it because you know how everybody in the NFL wants to compete to win. And that's true of our guys as well. The referees are doing the best job that they can. if you look at the stats, there are a lot of stats that show that we've been on the wrong side of calls as often as we've been on the right side. So there's definitely no conspiracy, right? It's just the nature of the game, and when you have a lot of success, people like to start making excuses for why you're having the success.
You know, part of the reason you
So now we're blaming the fans? Is that what we're doing? We're blaming the fans. All right. That's one way to go about it. So, look, their statistics, maybe it does bear out that they get less calls than everybody else. But that's not the point, is it? It depends on when and how those calls are administered. At what times of the games, in what moments, i.e., a third down and the spot was horrible for the Bills. I've said this before. They should have never got to the fourth down because they easily got the first down on the third down. Oh, let me spot the ball back. Didn't they go for it on fourth down? They get it too? No. Okay, not. All right. It's the times in which the actual calls are being administered and the influence they have on the actual outcome of the game. You know, I mean, come on. We're not talking about some BS penalty against, the Panthers you're playing, and you know you're going to win the game anyway. You may already be up 2 scores. You get my point. What does the influence of the calls that you're actually getting have on the game? I found this interesting. Under this very thing, this person put a poll out. There's only 600 votes right now. All right? But 81% of the people that voted believes the NFL and its officials favor the Chiefs. 80.8%, 81%. NFL's got a problem on its hands, officially. It's been obvious there's favorable calls for Mahomes in big moments for a while now. That's the thing. Big moments is the key here. Seriously. They sure are pushing back hard on this, laugh out loud. Yeah, hey. Hard to deny, the Chiefs always pulling it out. They've put America in a hell of a spot because America has got to root for the Eagles. I mean, whoa. At least, hey, Saquon's a good cat. I'm rooting for him. Hell, I hope he runs for 300 yards. Clark could pass for a politician. That right here. That's no. Yeah. The fact that you're even mentioning this shows there's some truth to it. If it was just a bunch of nonsense, nobody would remember it. Very interesting. I believe there's some truth to that. I've lived through many dynasties. Okay, so this person's as old as me. Maybe older. Who knows? 49ers, Cowboys, Patriots. Look, Redskins arguably had a dynasty. Giants flirted with a dynasty, you could call it. I'm not talking about the 2000s Giants. I'm talking about the Parcells Giants. Back in the day, they were very good. Redskins were very damn good. Niners were great. Cowboys were great. No one ever accused the refs of rigging games. This is different. First time I can remember it, honestly. I think the league has a problem on its hands. Even if it's not happening, well, they got a problem. It's a perception issue. People talked about boycotting this Super Bowl because of this. Man. And I'm going to tell you, if it keeps happening next year, it's going to be a bigger story. The Texans and the Bills coach had to talk to their teams about being able to beat the Chiefs and the referees. What does that tell you? It should never come up, honestly. Shouldn't have to be the topic of conversation. Look, guys, you're going to have to score an extra touchdown to beat these guys because if you don't, the refs are going to F us. We don't know that that's what they said, but they acknowledged. They said, we're not going to get these calls. Yikes. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.